So you've been trying to burn fat for the past few months, years, or even decades, and you still haven't done it. You've been eating clean, you've been exercising each day, you've been watching your diet, you've been good, right? Let's say you've been good, and you still haven't lost that stubborn belly fat that you've been hoping you would have lost by now, right? So in this video, I'm going to go through the 3 main reasons to why you haven't lost that stubborn belly fat, and is what is going to be the main reasons to probably why you're not seeing results and the results you want, right? Simple as that. So let's jump straight into it. So as you guys can see here are 3 reasons you are staying fat. And as you guys can see here, you can pause the video here, have a look at a few of the testimonials. Rico down 5 kg in 1 month, right? We got Pascal down here, down 25 kg now in just 3 months. We've got Ronnie there, we've got Rico there, we've got, yeah, awesome. So here's just a few testimonials, right, as you guys can see, right? So right here is probably some of the main reasons to why, and I've started off with this one because here are some of the main reasons why you're probably not burning that fat. So it's all down to behavioral and psychological patterns, right? So emotional eating, I'm talking sleep loss, stress, irregular routines, poor executive bandwidth create daily patterns that pack on extra calories and stop people from losing weight. So these small habits that you probably don't take into account that much are going to make a huge effect over time. And I'm going to show you later in this video how important those small things you do each day are, right? And how it adds up over years and years, right? So little sleep increases calorie intake, right? Number 1, obviously, increases stress. And as your stress increases, it promotes cortisol, a hormone called cortisol, which releases in your bloodstream, which just obviously helps store fat around your belly and just makes it stubborn, right? So it makes it hard to get rid of it, right? So obviously chronic stress promotes reward-driven eating and biological signals, e.g. cortisol, that favor fat storage and everything like that, right? So reduce the stress and little sleep as well, right? Something we're going to jump into later on in this video. And at the end of the video as well, guys, I'm going to give you an action plan and a few things you can go away with that you can start doing today, right? To start incorporating into your daily routine. So everything here. So I'm going to give you an example. So John is 29 years old, has a high pressure tech job, has poor sleep, and he does a lot of emotional snacking, right? So obviously he's a software developer, 9 to 10 hours on the desk a day, right? Frequent late emails at night. He's getting emails from his boss, I don't know, peers, whatever, right? Sleeps 5 to 6 hours many nights, often eats at desk and uses snacks as a stress relief, right? So if that sounds like you, then you might be able to kind of understand where this guy's coming from. And a typical day for him, so 7:30, quick coffee and pastry on the run, right? It's probably got 400 calories, maybe even more depending on what type of coffee and what type of pastry you have, right? 9 to 12 at desk, very largely sitting down at his desk for a long period of time. Small packet snacks around 11, gets a little bit peckish, right? 12:30, team lunch, right, at the restaurant, probably 800 to 1,000 calories, right? Maybe even more, depending on what you're eating, right? And then 3 o'clock afternoon slump, has caffeinated sweet drink and probably another 300 calories on top of that, maybe a cookie of some sort or another snack because you feel a bit peckish since lunch, right? And then 7:30, works late, orders dinner, takeaway, another 1,000 calories there probably, and then 11:30, poor sleep on set, sleeps 5 to 6 hours, right? And if that sounds like you, then I'm going to give you a few examples of just how you can help reduce this. And I know a lot of people nowadays are very busy, right? And what I'm about to show you is nothing you've probably not heard before, but what I'm going to give you is just a few things you guys can start taking into your daily routine so that you guys can start seeing results, right? Because, and I say this a lot, and people say, yeah, it's so easy to lose weight, but it's not. It's not easy. It's simple, but it's not easy, right? So I'm going to show you I'm just show you a few other things, right? So sleep loss increases energy intake by 200 to 300 calories a day, right? And as I was saying earlier, it's these small things you don't think about too much right now, but do add up. They do add up, right? So small numbers have a big impact, as I've written here, right? So 300, they say you have 308 calories a day times 365, which is how many days in a year, right? That equals 112,420 calories a year, right? And using the calculator, that's obviously 3,500 calorie rule, right? You guys can search this up online as well, right? And this will end up obviously causing you to gain around 14.5 kilograms of fat, right, per year. Would you think about that over years and years and years, you keep doing the same thing, it's gonna add up, right? And obviously that's if you have that sedentary sort of lifestyle. If you exercise and everything like that, it's a bit different, but this is just an example. And just to show you guys how important these small things are, like sleep and managing stress and eating and meal prep and all these little things, right? Right, and real weight change will differ because of metabolic adaptations, but this shows how plausible it is that routine, sleep, stress patterns create real large gains over time, right? As I mentioned before, right? These small things you do each day are gonna have a huge effect on you over time, right? And things you can start doing now just to take into action. So try and get an extra 30 to 60 minutes of sleep most nights, right? Honestly, these small bits make a huge difference over time, right? As I said before, right? Swap one liquid sugar drink for water, probably save you around 150 to 300 calories, right? Replace two snack choices with fruit, right? Fruit is amazing, low in calories, high in fiber, right? Absolutely amazing, right? Or a protein snack as well, right? Protein reduces late night snack surplus, right? Because and I do this with a lot of my clients as well, when you're snacking throughout the day, or you feel like you want this, you want that, it's purely because your body is telling you you need to eat. But say you've had enough protein throughout that last meal, your body's going to be less hungry. That hormone of that tummy rumbling sort of sensation is not going to be there if you increase your protein intake throughout the day, right? So obviously here's a few things, and then obviously cheap available calories plus a hectic lives equals a sustained energy surplus for many, right? And I know a lot of people are out and about, you're working a lot and you're on the go, right? So it's so important. It's even more important to try and plan ahead, right, and get some sort of help beforehand, right? And access, cost, time, and workplace realities shape food choices and movement opportunities, right? So your lifestyle is huge. It's honestly probably the main part. If you can fix your lifestyle and change it in order to reach your goal, then it's going to be a lot easier, right? So in areas with poor access to affordable fresh food, say food deserts, residents eat more calorie dense processed foods and have higher diet related risks, right? So obviously, as you can see here, I put just a map, for example, right? Obviously, I know it can be quite difficult if your supermarkets are far away, right? And if you haven't got a car or you use a bus, right, it can be quite difficult. But there are other options nowadays. You've got Amazon Fresh, you got all of these things. You can actually order the food to your door at not much of an extra cost as well, which is great, right? And then obviously, here's the difference between organic, you got your vegetables, right? This is sort of the section you guys want to be going to, and you want to be staying away from the saturated, all of the packet stuff, right? The packet stuff is honestly going to be one of your worst friends. Obviously, it tastes amazing in the moment, but after, it's not going to do any benefit to you, and it's just full of preservatives that you guys just do not need. You do not need, right? Nature is there. Go and grow something outside. I don't know, plant a pot on your window ledge and start growing, I don't know, runner beans, I don't know, anything, right? Just keep it natural as possible, as natural as possible. And I know it can be difficult, but look, cook your vegetables, steam your vegetables. Honestly, another great way of getting the vitamins that you need in throughout the day and seeing results. So that's that. And then tiny numbers matter. Look, I keep mentioning these tiny numbers, but these are huge, right? How small choices add up, right? So micro behaviors like snacks. I'm gonna give you a few more examples here. So one takeaway dinner, probably around 900 calories versus a cooked meal, right? Home cooked meal, 450. So you save yourself around 450 calories, right? Two large sugary coffees during a shift, let's say 150 to 300 calories each, right? That's an extra, let's say 300 to 600 calories just from what you're drinking, right? Think about that, right? And then night snacking as well, chips, candy, another 400 calories. And this is another tip, guys. If you guys are peckish and you want to snack on this, snack on that, just don't buy it for the cupboard in the first place, right? And I know a lot of people probably will even go to the shops and buy something from the shops, but if you don't have it readily available for you at that time of the night when you do feel like snacking or anything like that, then over time, it's going to help you you're just not going to be able to grab that snack anymore, right? And there's something I've done, my clients done, and everyone do, right? And it's a great way to just reduce that snacking sensation. And if you guys do want a snack, right? Popcorn, right? Homemade popcorn. You get the kernels, you can pop them yourself, right? You put them in the pan, you can watch the popcorn pop, right? Which is also amazing, right? And then from there, put your own sort of seasoning. Put a tiny bit of sugar if you like sugar, right? A little bit of salt, nothing, not too much, right? And then from there, you've got a healthy late night snack if you do fancy something and it's low in calories as well, right? And why does this matter? When cheap, ready food is the only practical option, many days, energy surplus becomes chronic, right? So that's why I'm saying meal prepping is going to be a huge part, and I'm going to go into the section anyway in a second, but it's so important you focus on the little things, right? For example, snacking, yes, it's simple, right, to stop, but it's not easy to get it done and start moving the right direction over a long period of time, right? And that's something that I preach, right? If you guys are going to get into a workout plan or try and do something, make sure it's for you, right? Because everyone's different. Your workout plan is going to be different to my workout plan, right? And if I was to work with you and yourself, then I would give you something that's probably worked for someone else, but I would adjust it in order to work for you so you can sustain it for over a long period of time, right? Because everyone's different. You've got a different routine. Someone might have kids, someone might have family, someone might be working 10-hour shifts, someone might be working 6-hour shifts, right? So it's about finding what works for you, right? Because at the end of the day, you want something you can sustain and enjoy over a long period of time, right? And you can plan, right, as you got here. So a few things that I've done, so plan, right? Make it simple, sustain it for a long period of time, right? And enjoy the process as well, because the best thing is when you're enjoying it. And I do that with my clients as well. We have a community, right? We have everyone in there posting their stuff, giving each other like a thumbs up. You know what I mean? Well done, bro, keep pushing. Like, it's honestly amazing, right? I absolutely love the community I'm building, right? And everyone's smashing it as well. So yeah, those are a few things there. And then biological and medical drivers, right? So you guys are probably on meds of some sort, especially if you've been on a weight loss journey before and you've seen the doctor. They might have given you bits and pieces, right? But genes, hormones, medication, and metabolic adaptations can make losing and keeping weight off much harder than just eating less, right? And I'm gonna tell you a quick story about one of my clients who came to me, and he was on the medication, right? He was on everything, right? Medication to help him stop eating, medication to do this, medication to do that, right? And since joining, right, after 2 months, right, I'm pretty sure it was a month, but I think after 2.5 months, right, he has left all his medication. His doctor said she has never seen anything like this in 25 years, right? And because of that, and he'd been able to now keep that weight off. Before he went on the medication, he lost the weight and he gained it back because obviously, look, you lose that, you don't take the medication anymore, then you just get back into that sort of cycle again, and then boom, you just gained it straight back. But once you find something you can enjoy, simple to sustain, and you start seeing results and you have a good plan, you will lose that weight and you will keep it off, right? So many antipsychotics and some antidepressants can substantially increase appetite and cause rapid weight gain, right? Clinical reports show several kg in weeks on some drugs, right? So you gain 7 kg, right? And this is well documented medication side effect and a common real world driver of weight gain, right? And look, antidepressants, all of these, right? They will probably put on weight, and some people do need to take them, right? Which is totally fine. But exercise is going to be your best friend. It's free, it's brilliant, right? And it's absolutely, you feel great after it, right? Honestly, I'm addicted to exercise, right? And it's amazing, right? It's like a buzz you don't normally get from anything else. So look, get exercising, right? Number one, right? And start looking after your body. Start incorporating these things that I'm showing you right now into your daily routine, and you will see results, right? If you guys are on medication, then maybe go and speak to your doctor about, does this medication cause me to put on weight? Does this do that? Does this do, like, ask questions, figure out what's causing you to gain this weight, because maybe a lot of you guys are probably on medication. You don't realize that that medication is actually the reason why you're not burning fat or you're putting on weight, right? So make sure to take that into account. Make sure to enjoy the process as well, right? Go for organic food, go for naturally occurring, try and make it yourself, and meal prep as well. Honestly, I spend probably an hour a week putting a few things together, and that's me set for the rest of the week. So if you guys are on the edge and you want to start, just take your life to the next level, losing that weight, burning that fat, having enough energy levels throughout the day in order to work, see your family, look after your kids and everything like that, then have a watch through the video in the description of this video, video there that I've put together just for you guys. So you guys can watch through everything, right, and everything there, just to give you a bit of overview of how I can help you if you guys want my help. I hope this video has helped, right, and you guys, you're going to smash it, right? So trust the timing, and I'll see you guys soon.